She evaded taxes for years but was eventually caught and charged. He had a benign tumor removed through a minor surgery. The company agreed to increase vacation days as a concession. If you know what was decided in the meeting, could you enlighten me? The lack of data precluded us from performing an appropriate analysis. Luckily, the ship did not sink while sailing through the treacherous waters. Paparazzi besieged her home after her latest movie was released. He has impeccable taste when it comes to interior design. The actress is always flaunting her wealth to everyone. The chef decided that the restaurant menu needed to be revamped. He has a stake in the success of this project. She won a trip to an opulent resort in Mexico.
Frigid and dangerous conditions prevented the airplane from taking off. The government imposed an arms embargo temporarily. The app makes it possible to blur the background of a photo. Everyone in town bemoans the lack of a local gas station. Negotiations between the two companies reached an impasse this morning. It is hard to be inconspicuous once you become a celebrity. The city introduced a project to restore derelict buildings. He uses his meager income to support a family of 4. Protesters decried the plan to build a new pipeline. The first doctor botched her cosmetic surgery, and she had to get it fixed. I always have a bout of hay fever in early spring. We are putting up our house as collateral for a bank loan.
A major impediment to your success is your poor attitude. A precocious musician, he could play several instruments by the age of 5. The service at the local fast food place is mediocre. The truck driver's negligent driving led to her losing her job. Some journalists discovered that the mayor was accepting kickbacks. Some professors believe attending lectures is requisite to passing their courses. She was an exemplary employee and won awards for her skills. Defiance is a very normal behavior for teenagers and sometimes younger children too. They all made a concerted effort to improve product quality. After a couple of minutes of friendly banter, the interviewer began asking job-related questions. You should always apply an antiseptic when you cut yourself. People living in the area are upset about the incessant noise coming from the construction site.
He switched his allegiance to the opposition party after he lost the election. If you are 3 months delinquent in paying rent, you will be kicked out. Her mother kept prodding her to cut her hair until she finally did. He claims that he was coerced into signing an unfair contract with the company. Please provide pertinent information on the reverse side of this form. Many feel that the new school policy is completely arbitrary. Stagnant water is a breeding ground for many types of insects. Piles of paperwork are the bane of my life. He has a morbid curiosity about the different stages of death. The new policy to purge the town of crime will not work. Pervasive corruption was discovered within the local school board. His house was appraised at $200,000, which was higher than he had expected.
The couple decided to nullify their marriage of 10 years. They had a tacit agreement not to discuss religion. The car swerved to avoid a cat and spun out of control. The man was accused of perpetrating an investment fraud. The reclusive photographer lives in a cabin over 2 hours from the nearest town. The onus is on companies to inform customers when their products might be dangerous. The cake recipes in this book are a cinch to make. The children were mesmerized by all of the beautiful lights. The book describes the lurid details of the murderer's crimes. The lawyer exhorted his client to tell the truth. She weaved through the throng of people like an expert. His plan to steal the money was thwarted by the police.
Her father always insinuates that she will never be successful. The organization sent their volunteers to canvass for donations. If you become too complacent, you will not succeed in life. The film was banned from sexual innuendo. He has a bad habit of clenching his jaw when he is stressed. Her analysis of the play was astute and well thought out. Everyone was surprised by the levity of the film despite its dark themes. His voice faltered when he spoke to the crowd. The artist threw copious amounts of paint onto the canvas. She retorted that the crime rate had actually gone down. The flowers wilted under the heat of the sun. He accrued a lot of debt in his student years.
The few days of sunshine were a welcome reprieve from the weeks of constant rain. All of her stories are just rehashes of ones she has told before. A large crowd congregated at the park to see the Prime Minister speak. Her parents raised her to be a demure young lady. The teacher gave out a mock exam to prepare her students. The waitress absconded with all of the day's profits. His interest in history began to ebb after he started working. Her friends tried to dissuade her from moving across the country. The owner publicly repudiated the rumors of a merger with a rival company. Lawyers conducted a deposition of all the witnesses yesterday. Taking a nap after a study session can improve your retention. The famous YouTuber was criticized for his propagation of conspiracy theories.
His dog was abused as a puppy, and it cringes whenever he lifts his hand up. The kids started to get a bit unruly when they were playing outside. Some roof tiles became dislodged during yesterday's windstorm. She made up a tactful excuse for why she could not go. She gave a derisive laugh in response to the man's comment. The accounting blunder cost the company tens of thousands of dollars. The use of smartphones proliferated, and now almost everyone has one. The students were in a boisterous mood on the last day of school. The firefighter coaxed the cat out of the tree. Our local park is teeming with all kinds of wildlife. He was treated as a social pariah in his community. Her vanity forces her to spend a lot of money on cosmetic products.
The gear is cumbersome, but it is also keeping you safe. Work conditions leading up to the event were deplorable. She is not such an extrovert as her elder sister. He began to regret his earlier bravado. She is too dogmatic to argue with. He lives a lavish lifestyle in the richest part of town. The prisoners contrived a way to escape, but eventually gave up. We regard this remark as a slur on our humanity. Some people believe seeing a black cat is a bad omen. If it is no imposition, we will gladly accept your offer. The Queen abdicated the throne to her oldest daughter. He swindled thousands of people out of their money with fake weight loss pills.
Be careful not to slouch during the interview. She is short and stocky, while her brother is tall and lanky. The terrorist threatened a reprisal because of the sanctions against them. I saw a desolate landscape through the window. The dish is a perennial favorite at our restaurant. He was only bluffing, but you had better watch your back anyway. The cat squirmed out of its owner's arms and ran off. There is a clear record of what transpired here that night. We always try to do business in an above-board manner. All of the most eminent physicists attended the conference. They offer quality products to satisfy even the most discerning customer. The old town is a labyrinth of twisting alleys.
The ambassador made attempts to conciliate